Hi, I'm Margaret, and welcome to garden school. Well, we had a little surprise snow here in the middle of February. How fun. And I've come up to the pea patch to dig up the last of the leeks. And the reason I'm doing that is because this week I also seeded leeks for this next season. So a year ago, I was seeding these plants that I'm going to dig up now, the remnants of them. Some of them are still kind of small. They just have been the very end of the leeks. But I thought, well, let's do that. So let's take a look. I don't think the ground is frozen, even though the snow is on top of it. Let's try. So one of the really cool things about leeks is that they're a great cold weather crop. They will last throughout the winter. I didn't protect these with anything except some straw mulch. I didn't put a hoop house over them or anything like that. And here it is, middle of February, and we've got some leeks. This is going to be nice to add to a soup. Leeks are milder than onions, and they will keep longer in the garden into the cold weather. Another cool thing about leeks is their roots. They have a root that's called a contractile root. And now you can see there are these super long ones, and then there's some shorter ones. And these shorter ones that are a bit thicker, they have an ability to expand and contract. And as they expand, they make more, they would expand into the soil. And then when they contract, that leaves a little space in the soil, and that actually will draw the root base of the leek down into the soil more. So I flipped it around now. So if one of these shorter ones would expand, taking up more space in the soil, and then it'll contract up here at the end, and that contraction makes a space, so the root of this plant, the base of the plant, is going to be drawn a little bit more into the soil, and then that contractile root will die off, which will leave more space for other roots to grow in, the contractile roots, and then expand and contract, and that keeps the base of the plant from going up out of the soil, keeps it down where there's the moisture it needs and the better growing environment. Another plant that has contractile roots is a daffodil. Lots of the bulb plants, the narcissus, amaryllis type family, they have these contractile roots which will continue to draw the root down, or the bulb, down into the soil instead of upward, where it might be exposed, maybe better target for predators, for little critters that might want to eat those bulbs or carry them away, or exposure to the elements. Perhaps we've seen big areas of daffodils where they make a nice little patch, and you think, well, if that started with one or just a couple of bulbs, what's going on under there? Well, that is the result of these contractile roots, which on the bulb, as a little bulblet is forming next to a bulb, and we can see that there's two, probably three, really close together here. Those contractile roots will help to draw the bulb away from another one where it will have its own sufficient nutrients and moisture, and then you get this nice naturalized look. So whether you're going to make soup, potato leek soup, or whether you're going to buy yourself a bunch of daffodils from the market, you can think about the contractile roots that are part of those plant systems, helping them to grow better, so we get that nice white, that long shaft on the leek that tastes so mild and delicious, and we get that beautiful spread of naturalized daffodils. There are other plants too that have those contractile roots. I have read skunk cabbage is one as well, and gladiolus. Who knew? They're all related there in that fact that they use a contractile root system to help in their growth. Well, there's always more to learn in the garden. Bye-bye.